Have you ever heard of an entire city disappearing into the sea? For centuries, the ancient Egyptian city of Heracleion was considered nothing more than a myth, a legend passed down through ancient texts and whispers of history, a city so wealthy, powerful, and mysterious that even the ancient Greeks spoke of it with awe, but somehow it vanished, without a trace. Until one day in the early 2000s, when a team of marine archaeologists made a jaw-dropping discovery under the Mediterranean Sea. This is the story of Heracleion, the Atlantis of Egypt. Welcome to Old Topic. Let's go back more than 2,000 years, to the Nile Delta, where the mighty river meets the sea. Here once stood Heracleion, also known as Thonis by the Egyptians. It was a vibrant port city, a gateway to the wonders of ancient Egypt. Trade ships from Greece, Phoenicia, and across the Mediterranean docked here. Gold, grain, oil, papyrus, all flowed through Heracleion. It was more than a city. It was a cultural crossroads, a place of gods, commerce, and power. Temples rose high into the sky. Statues of pharaohs and deities lined the harbor. Heracleion was not just rich, it was sacred. But something happened. Around the 2nd century BC, records of Heracleion began to fade. Travelers stopped mentioning it. The city disappeared from maps. By the time of the Roman Empire, Heracleion was gone, swallowed by time, forgotten by history. For centuries, no one knew what had happened. Had it been destroyed, abandoned, or did it simply sink? Clues remained. Ancient texts mentioned Heracleion. Greek historian Herodotus wrote about visiting the great temple of Heracles, from which the city got its Greek name. Coins and artifacts found in the region hinted at its existence, but no one could find it. French marine archaeologist Franck Goddio and his team were surveying the seabed near the modern Egyptian city of Alexandria. They were searching for Napoleon's sunken warships, but what they found was far older. Giant statues, massive stone blocks, temples, ships, coins, jewelry, steles carved with hieroglyphs. It wasn't just a few ruins, it was an entire city, preserved under the sea. The lost city of Heracleion had been found. What Goddio and his team uncovered was a sprawling metropolis, submerged under 30 feet of water and mud. The city stretched over 11 kilometers, larger than anyone expected. Among the discoveries were colossal statues of Egyptian gods, including Hapi, the god of the Nile. They found the ruins of a massive temple dedicated to the god Amun-Gereb, a central figure in ancient Egyptian religion. More than 60 shipwrecks were discovered, proof of Heracleion's role as a major port. Divers found dozens of stone anchors used by ancient trading vessels, bronze coins from the era of King Ptolemy II, even ceremonial objects used in religious rituals, left untouched for thousands of years. But how did this magnificent city end up underwater? Scientists believe a combination of natural disasters caused Heracleion's downfall. The region is prone to earthquakes, and there's evidence that liquefaction occurred. That's when water-saturated earth becomes unstable and behaves like a liquid. Buildings sink, land disappears. Combined with rising sea levels and perhaps even tsunamis, Heracleion may have slowly or suddenly been swallowed by the sea. Its people fled, the city crumbled, and over centuries it was forgotten, until now. What's fascinating is how well preserved everything was. The lack of oxygen at those depths helped protect the artifacts. It was like a time capsule, untouched since the time of Cleopatra. But the rediscovery of Heracleion didn't just rewrite maps. It gave us insight into ancient Egyptian life we had never seen before. The artifacts showed a blend of Egyptian and Greek culture, statues in both styles, inscriptions in multiple languages, and evidence of religious fusion. This was a city where gods from two worlds were worshipped side by side. Heracleion is still being explored. Even today, over 20 years later, archaeologists are uncovering new structures and relics from the deep. It's one of the greatest underwater archaeological finds in history, and it continues to reveal secrets buried for millennia. So, was Heracleion Egypt's Atlantis? In many ways, yes, a glorious city lost to the sea, a mystery that baffled historians for centuries, and now a marvel of discovery. But there's one lingering question. If Heracleion remained hidden for over 1,000 years beneath the waves, how many other lost cities still lie below the ocean, waiting to be found? Thanks for watching Old Topic. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of history. Until next time, keep wondering.